Russia, in Moscow, till the year from your previous come to Moscow. And first of all, let me congratulate you with 25 years old of the band, and of course with a new great album.
Thank you very much.
Of course, about your incident with Dominic before. How's your food? How's Dominic?
Dominic is quite alright. He didn't got hurt physically, but of course he's under shock. But he's right. And my foot's getting better every day, actually. So I'm happy.
Lacrimosa was founded in 1990. 25 years have passed. It is the whole life. So now Lacrimosa has its own position on the stage. And please tell us, what do you feel after these 25 years, after this big and really successful project? Like, if you can call Lacrimosa a project, what do you feel, being the father of Lacrimosa?
Well, it's hard to tell because Lacrimosa is my life, and therefore I don't really see. Of course, I'm totally happy and thankful for those 25 years, very much. But it's not like for me, as you call it, project or some achievement. It's my life, and therefore I hope, of course, that it continues a while still. You see, there's not a point where I can say, okay, now it's done, because it always goes on. As I breathe, it goes on. But of course, it makes me very happy and humble, actually, that we have the possibility with Lacrimosa to travel all over the world. That there are so many loyal fans like you guys supporting Lacrimosa. This is such a gift. This is so wonderful. I never, ever would have thought in 1990, when I started with Lacrimosa, that 25 years later we would be sitting here and talking about Lacrimosa.
Okay, looking back, what album you can point as the hardest one? Which of the album requires the greatest work from you? Maybe some like Mount, like a big rock for you.
Actually, two: a Salodia and a new one. Those were the biggest productions, the biggest efforts, emotionally wise, the most intense albums. Those two, if I would have known with both albums, if I would have known what lies ahead of me, what kind of production I'm starting, I wouldn't have been even starting, because it was really good. So I'm totally happy that Hoffnung is ready and out now, and that we can play the songs now.
The Hoffnung. During the concerts, you think the second part of appear on the stage, but the first part remains without the live version. Why?
Well, I first thought to make some kind of a medley, but I didn't want to cut down Apeiron. I wanted to play it as whole, and therefore I thought I don't want to bore the people with also the other version, because it's long already, and people also want to hear old songs, of course. So I thought, okay, we concentrate on Apeiron, the second part. That's close to 10 minutes, but that's enough then, so we have enough time for also other songs.
The stage during this tour is decorated in a very interesting way. Who's the author of this idea? Is it continuation of the circus story of jubilee shows in Germany, or anything different?
Well, actually, it comes from those shows, yeah. But of course, there we had a whole stage. There was a whole stage that we built, which was impossible to bring with us. So we tried to get an impression which is very close to that one. But what we made a special thing that we didn't have in Dresden and in Oberhausen. We have like those projections on the white sheets in some songs, which give the whole stage an atmosphere. I love it when you remember, when you go to a concert and later on you remember the concert and you think about certain songs and you have a stage design, a picture like in front of you, like for example, everything was red and very warm, and the other song was totally cold and maybe blue or whatever. And you have, of course, the lights that every band has. And here I thought it would be good with those white drapes to get the whole stage into this color scenery, to get really the 100% atmosphere.
This year, the first show on the post-USSR territory was shown in Belarus after a long pause. How did the audience meet you, and how was the concert in general?
It was very beautiful. Of course, it's very emotional always to play the first concert on such a long tour, and people received it really. It was really a very good start, and I didn't expect so many and so happy people.
The first time when we saw the face of Harlequin, this was on the Revolution cover. Open face, I mean. So this time we saw another Harlequin. It is not a riot like it was on the Revolution. He seems to be the happy family guy. Is it an idea or something?
Happy family guy?
Yeah.
That's funny. I totally love what people have. Yeah, what kind of interpretations they have for this. Okay, some are, oh, he's so sad. Some are, oh, he's so happy. And you know, it's so different what you can read out of this face. And when I play this album, and I watch his face, he seems to me totally devastated, totally sad and frustrated when I listen to, for example, Mondfeuer. And when I listen to, let's say, Keine Schattenmeer, I see that he has a little hope and smile in his face. So he really can reflect actually every song and whatever you want him to be, he is. And that's actually also the idea of Lacrimosa in general. With Lacrimosa, I wanna give the people something. Everybody is living his own life. Everybody has his own problems and things. And to give the people in all those different situations and different countries, to give them some joy, some hope, something where they can find themselves in it. That's what Lacrimosa should be, and that's a bit also what the Harlequin there on this cover is doing.
So maybe I understand you. Maybe the Harlequin on the cover, like a mirror to the person who looking on the cover.
Absolutely.
It's great situation with the cover, because not many albums have exactly the drawn face and very emotional face on these covers. And one question personally from me: do you have need for speed? Do you like the speed? And if you do, what type of motor you would prefer? Motorcycle or F1 car or something like this?
I live partly in Germany, and you know, in Germany they have motorways where you can drive as fast as possible, and that's very good. I like fast cars, and I'm totally a car guy, not a motorcycle guy. And I like fast and stylish, beautiful cars. Some people go jogging in the woods. I go racing.
I see. You know, among the concert halls of the Antwerp, in Germany, I mean, there was a place where you played your first concert. So this year you are back to this place, and when you first time arrived with the concert in Russia, this concert was in Dom Kultury Gorbunova. If you could choose this year, would you like to choose exactly Gorbunova, because it's like after 10 years it's the first place in Russia, or you prefer to make a show this year in Moscow area, in this car?
Definitely here, because it suits better, I think, for Lacrimosa. I love this club here. I mean, this place is really good. Gubanova, I of course have good memories, but I think for the audience, a place like this is much better than Gubanova. Therefore, choose this one.
How can you evaluate the concerts which already passed in Russia? Which song from the new album, how do you think Russian people love more? The song when they react?
I think it's Unterwelt. I think that's the one that you've seen many concerts now. You agree, Unterwelt?
Yeah. Sure. And you will see our reaction to it.
Ah, surprise, surprise!
For persons which are not musician, it is very hard for them to understand the real need of orchestra part of the songs. Some people even don't notice that it is exactly the orchestra plays. And so we would like to ask you to give us the people the idea, the emotions, and to help them understand better the real role of the orchestra parts in songs.
Well, I have several reasons. First, I love orchestra music, but after a while it gets too boring for me, and therefore I love this combination between orchestra and band. I believe if Mozart, for example, would have known electric guitars, he would have used them. So I love this connection, and emotionally you can use the orchestra in a way to get the whole composition in a total different heights, actually, on different heights. An orchestra can do things. I mean, for example, if we consider Thunder and Lightning, we have the hard guitars in the chorus, for example, and drums and bass and everything. But a song, the real power comes from the orchestra, the brass which come in. And to combine this, that makes me, that's a fascination, actually, of composing for me. I don't mind if people don't realize it, or if they think, well, okay, that's now strange, or keyboards or whatsoever. But for me, it's one of the biggest fascinations to compose, to combine those elements.
What the idea of what the emotions of the Russian tour? What do you feel? What do you think about people? What's your emotions about this partiture?
Well, it's I said it already last night to some people. It makes me actually a bit sad that with this show the Russian part of the tour is over already, because we receive so much love and so much warmth from the people. So beautiful. And I mean, considering that we played our last tour just 1 year ago, also in Russia, and the people receive us again with so much love, and they attend to concerts and do the flash mobs and all that. I couldn't have dreamed more. I mean, this is just heartwarming.
Thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you.
And make a great show.
Thank you.